Have you ever wondered how to turn life's challenges into stepping stones for success? Welcome to our journey through the wisdom of The Obstacle is the Way by Ryan Holiday. If you've ever faced challenges, obstacles, or adversity in your life, this video is for you. We're about to unlock the timeless secrets that will not only help you overcome obstacles, but turn them into your greatest opportunities. Stay with us, because by the end of this video, you'll have the tools to conquer challenges and achieve your goals like never before. But first, I want to hear from you. In the comments below, share your biggest obstacle or challenge, and let's start this conversation. We're all in this together, and together we'll learn how to make The Obstacle is the Way work for us. Now let's explore the power of perception. So what exactly does it mean that it's all perception? Well, it means that our experiences are not determined by external events themselves, but by how we perceive those events. In other words, we have the power to choose how we interpret the world around us, and this choice has a profound impact on our lives. When we face obstacles, our perception can make all the difference. If we see obstacles as insurmountable roadblocks, we're likely to give up before we even start. But if we see obstacles as challenges to overcome, we're much more likely to persevere and achieve our goals. One of the key things to remember is that our perceptions are not always accurate. We often add our own interpretations to events, and these interpretations can be distorted by our emotions, biases, and past experiences. So how can we learn to distinguish between facts and interpretations? Well, it's important to be mindful of our own thoughts and feelings. When we're feeling overwhelmed or stressed, it's easy to jump to negative conclusions. But if we can step back and take a more objective view, we're more likely to see things for what they really are. Another important aspect of perception is the ability to focus on what we can control. We tend to waste a lot of time and energy worrying about things that are beyond our control. But this is ultimately a futile exercise. Instead, we should focus our energy on what we can control, which is our own thoughts, actions, and reactions. By focusing on what we can control, we can take back a sense of agency in our lives. We can stop feeling like victims of circumstance and start to feel like we have the power to shape our own destinies. Now that we've explored the power of perception, can you think of a time when your own perception shaped the way you tackled an obstacle? Before we delve into the dichotomy of control, ask yourself this: how often do you find yourself trying to control things beyond your reach? The dichotomy of control is a simple but powerful idea that distinguishes between what we can control and what we cannot. It's important to recognize this distinction because it helps us focus our energy on the things that we can influence and accept the things that we cannot. When we try to control things that are beyond our control, we're setting ourselves up for frustration and disappointment. We're essentially fighting against the natural order of things, which is a futile endeavor. Instead, we should focus our energy on what we can control, which is our own thoughts, actions, and reactions. This doesn't mean that we should ignore external events, but it does mean that we should avoid letting them control our emotions and behavior. So, how do we know what lies within and beyond our control? Well, it's helpful to ask ourselves, can I directly influence this situation or outcome? If the answer is yes, then it's within our control. If the answer is no, then it's beyond our control. For example, we can control our effort, our attitude, and our preparation, but we cannot control the weather, the decisions of others, or the outcome of events. Once we've identified what lies within and beyond our control, we can start to direct our energy accordingly. We can stop wasting time and effort trying to control things that are beyond our reach, and we can focus on the things that we can influence. By doing this, we'll become more effective and efficient in our pursuits. We'll also become more resilient in the face of adversity because we'll know that we have the power to shape our own destinies. Before we uncover the power of the inversion of expectations, consider this. How might your approach to challenges change if you viewed them as opportunities rather than roadblocks? The inversion of expectations is a powerful strategy for turning obstacles into opportunities. It involves changing our mindset from seeing obstacles as roadblocks to seeing them as challenges to overcome. When we view obstacles as roadblocks, we are likely to give up before we even start. We'll focus on the negative aspects of the situation and talk ourselves out of trying. But when we view obstacles as challenges, we're more likely to persevere and achieve our goals. We'll focus on the positive aspects of the situation and see the obstacle as an opportunity to grow and learn. The inversion of expectations is not about denying the reality of obstacles. It's about recognizing that obstacles are inevitable and that we can choose how we respond to them. When we face an obstacle, we have two choices. We can either let it defeat us, or we can use it as an opportunity to become stronger and more resilient. By inverting our expectations, we choose to see obstacles as opportunities. We embrace the challenge and use it to our advantage. This can lead to new ideas, new solutions, and new levels of personal growth. Obstacles can be a powerful source of motivation and inspiration. When we overcome an obstacle, we feel a sense of accomplishment and satisfaction. This can boost our confidence and make us more likely to take on future challenges. Obstacles can also teach us valuable lessons about ourselves and the world around us. We can learn what we're capable of, what our values are, and how to deal with adversity. By using obstacles as fuel for growth, we can become stronger, more resilient, and more successful in all areas of our lives. As we shift our focus to discipline, reflect on this. In what areas of your life could a little more discipline lead to greater freedom and success? Discipline is often seen as a restriction or a punishment. But in reality, discipline is the key to freedom. When we are disciplined, we have the power to control our thoughts, actions, and emotions. We are free to choose our own path and achieve our goals. Discipline is not easy, but it is essential for success. It requires us to be consistent and to persevere even when things are tough. But the rewards of discipline are worth it. When we are disciplined, we are more likely to be happy, healthy, and successful in all areas of our lives. Discipline is essential for self-mastery. When we are disciplined, we are able to control our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. This allows us to overcome our limitations and achieve our goals. For example, if we want to lose weight, we need to be disciplined in our diet and exercise habits. If we want to write a book, we need to be disciplined in our writing routine. And if we want to start a business, we need to be disciplined in our work ethic. Discipline is the key to unlocking our full potential. It allows us to overcome our limitations and achieve our dreams. Discipline is not something that we are born with. It is something that we develop over time through consistent practice and habit formation. The best way to develop discipline is to start small. Choose one area of your life where you want to be more disciplined and focus on that. Once you have mastered that area, you can move on to another area. It is also important to be patient. Discipline takes time to develop. Don't get discouraged if you don't see results immediately. Just keep practicing, and eventually, you will become more disciplined. Before we explore the role of action in overcoming obstacles, think about this. What's one small action you can take today to move closer to your goals? Action is the key to progress. When we take action, we move forward towards our goals. Even the smallest action is better than no action at all. When we face an obstacle, the best thing we can do is to take action. This doesn't mean that we have to have all the answers before we start. It simply means that we need to take some kind of step forward. Any action is better than inaction. When we take action, we generate momentum. And momentum is what helps us overcome obstacles and achieve our goals. It's important to take action, even in the face of uncertainty. We can't always predict what will happen, but we can control our own actions. When we take action, we are more likely to learn and grow. We also increase our chances of success. Even if we make mistakes, we can learn from them and move on. But if we don't take any action at all, we will never learn or grow. Inertia is a powerful force. It's easier to stay still than to start moving. But once we get moving, it's easier to keep going. The best way to overcome inertia is to initiate action. This means taking the first step, even if it's a small one. Once we take the first step, it's easier to take the second step, the third step, and so on. Before we know it, we'll be well on our way to achieving our goals. Here are some additional tips for taking action. 1. Set small and achievable goals. 2. Break down large goals into smaller and more manageable steps. 3. Create a plan of action. 4. Schedule time for action each day. 5. Find an accountability partner. 6. Reward yourself for taking action. Remember, action is the key to achieving your goals. So don't wait any longer. Take action today. Now, let's dive into the will to create. But before we do, ask yourself, how can you turn obstacles into opportunities for innovation in your own life? The will to create is the ability to use obstacles as fuel for innovation and creativity. It's about seeing opportunities where others see problems. It's about thinking outside the box and coming up with new and innovative solutions. When we face an obstacle, we can either let it defeat us, or we can use it as an opportunity to create something new. We can use the obstacle to learn, to grow, and to innovate. The will to create is a powerful force. It's what drives entrepreneurs to start new businesses, artists to create new works of art, and scientists to make new discoveries. There are many ways to harness obstacles as a source of creativity and innovation. Here are a few tips. 1. Challenge your assumptions. Ask yourself why things are done the way they are. Are there better ways to do things? 2. Look for new perspectives. Try to see the problem from different angles. What would a child do? What would an expert do? 3. Experiment and fail. Don't be afraid to try new things and make mistakes. Failure is a necessary part of the learning process. 4. Collaborate with others. Bounce ideas off of other people and get their feedback. The best ideas often come from collaboration, transforming challenges into opportunities for new ideas and solutions. When we face an obstacle, we should see it as an opportunity to create something new. We can use the obstacle to learn, to grow, and to innovate. For example, if you're trying to start a new business, but you don't have any money, you can use that as an opportunity to be creative with your marketing and sales strategies. You can also use the obstacle to build relationships with potential customers and partners. Another example is if you're working on a new product and you encounter a technical challenge, you can use that as an opportunity to develop a new and innovative solution. Having discussed the will to create, let's now understand how mental preparation and resilience play a crucial role in overcoming obstacles. Mental preparation and resilience are essential for overcoming obstacles. When we are mentally prepared, we are more likely to stay calm and focused in the face of adversity. We are also more likely to bounce back from setbacks. Resilience is the ability to recover from setbacks and challenges. It is the ability to keep going even when things are tough. When we have mental preparation and resilience, we are more likely to achieve our goals, no matter what obstacles we face. There are many ways to develop a strong mindset. Here are a few tips. 1. Be self-aware. Identify your strengths and weaknesses. Understand your triggers and how you react to stress. 2. Challenge your negative thoughts. Don't let your negative thoughts control you. Question them and replace them with more positive thoughts. 3. Visualize success. Take some time each day to visualize yourself achieving your goals. This will help you stay motivated and focused. 4. Practice mental toughness. There are many exercises you can do to practice mental toughness, such as meditation, visualization, and positive self-talk. Cultivating resilience to cope with adversity and setbacks. Resilience is not something that we are born with. It is something that we develop over time through experience. There are many things we can do to cultivate resilience, such as 1. Learn from our mistakes. Mistakes are an opportunity to learn and grow. Don't beat yourself up over your mistakes. Instead, learn from them and move on. 2. Build a strong support network. Surround yourself with positive people who support your goals. Having a strong support system will help you cope with adversity and setbacks. 3. Focus on the present moment. Don't dwell on the past or worry about the future. Focus on the present moment and what you can control. 4. Take care of yourself. Make sure you are getting enough sleep, eating healthy foods, and exercising regularly. Taking care of your physical and mental health will help you cope with stress and adversity. Now that we've covered mental preparation, let's delve into the Stoic concept of amor fati, the love of fate. Amor fati is a Stoic concept that means love of fate. It is the belief that we should accept everything that happens to us, good or bad, as part of the natural order of things. This doesn't mean that we should be passive or resigned to our fate. It simply means that we should not waste time and energy fighting against things that we cannot control. Instead, we should focus on what we can control: our own thoughts, actions, and reactions. We should also focus on finding meaning and purpose in everything that happens to us. even the bad things. Amor fati is a powerful concept that can help us overcome obstacles and achieve our goals. When we embrace what is, including obstacles, we become more adaptable and resilient. We are also more likely to find meaning and purpose in life. There are many ways to embrace what is. Here are a few tips. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of paying attention to the present moment without judgment. When we are mindful, we are more likely to accept what is happening around us. Express gratitude. Take some time each day to express gratitude for the good things in your life. This will help you focus on the positive and appreciate what you have. Find meaning in suffering. Suffering is a part of life, but we can find meaning in suffering by using it as an opportunity to learn and grow. Live in accordance with nature. Nature is always changing and evolving. We should accept this and live our lives in accordance with nature. Focus on the present moment. The past is gone and the future is uncertain. The only thing we can control is the present moment. Be grateful for what you have. We often take the good things in our lives for granted. Take some time each day to appreciate what you have. Don't compare yourself to others. Everyone is on their own journey. Don't waste time and energy comparing yourself to others. Accept that life is not fair. Life is not always fair, but we can't let this get us down. We have to accept that life is not fair and move on. Focus on your own growth. We can't control the world around us, but we can control our own growth. Focus on becoming the best version of yourself. So, the next time you face an obstacle, remember to embrace what is. Don't waste time and energy fighting against things that you cannot control. Instead, focus on what you can control and find meaning in everything that happens to you. Remember, amor fati is a journey, not a destination. It takes time and effort to learn to love fate, but it is a journey worth taking. With amor fati in our hearts, let's conclude our exploration by revisiting the core message of the book. Obstacles are inevitable in life. We will all face challenges at some point in our lives, but it is up to us to decide how we respond to these challenges. If we view obstacles as challenges to overcome, we are more likely to persevere and achieve our goals. We are also more likely to learn and grow from our experiences. On the other hand, if we view obstacles as insurmountable roadblocks, we are more likely to give up before we even start. We are also more likely to let our fears and insecurities control us. The choice is ours. We can choose to let obstacles defeat us, or we can choose to use them as opportunities to grow and become stronger. The book is based on Stoic philosophy, which is a philosophy of life that emphasizes virtue, reason, and acceptance of fate. The Stoics believed that we can find happiness and fulfillment by living in accordance with nature. So, the next time you face an obstacle, remember the message of this book. Don't let it defeat you. Use it as an opportunity to grow and become stronger. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey through The Obstacle is the Way. If you found value in this video, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and share it with others who can benefit from these insights. And now it's your turn to take action. Share your thoughts, your challenges, or your key takeaways from this book in the comments below. Let's keep the discussion going and inspire each other. Your journey to turning obstacles into triumphs starts now, and we'll be right here with you every step of the way. Keep embracing the obstacles as opportunities on your path to success.